Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we've had some connection troubles, but finally everything should work fine. And today we have the third day of the world title matches, of course, between Jan Groenendijk and Yuri Anikeev among men, and Victoria Motrichko and Daria Tkachenko among women. As you probably know, two of them is from Ukraine, representing Ukraine, and at this moment Ukraine is the strongest country in the world because they hold two world titles, including Yuri Anikeev and Victoria Motrichko. And my guest today is from the same country, Ukrainian Master International Ivan Antonenko. Hello, Ivan.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Damian. Thank you for invitation. I'm trying to fix problem so we can show you games.
Yes, unfortunately we can't add Ivan yet to the study, so he can analyze the games with me directly. So after Ivan will create the new study, we must react somehow. It's not dependent on us. It's about the leader of staff. So leader of staff, if you hear us, please add Ivan, what I've been asking for a few hours already, to the study. That would be quite easier. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the third round, so Ivan, just take care about preparing the study. I will talk on the stream. Let me know, please, on the chat if everything is well heard and you can see everything clearly. I hope the stream is prepared well. At least it should be, according to what I see on the screen. Please let me know on the chat. That would be very helpful, of course. After 2 days of playing, we have 2 draws between each players, and the score now is 2-2, what you can see on the result table below. Today, the Saturday, the third day, out of 12 classic games, because just reminding you, the players will play 12 classic games, even if one of them will be already the world champion, the winner of the match. The games will be played till the last 12 won. And the same situation, of course, about women. If the match will not be decided after the classic games, then we're going to have tiebreaks. And the tiebreaks will be played even if one player wins only one game, because necessity, according to the rules and regulations of this match, tell that you must have at the end of the match at least 2 victories. That's absolutely a required thing. So if you win one game and play a draw in all other games, then you still must win one more game in the tiebreaks. How is it going, Ivan? Ready already?
So I add you to study. Maybe you can try.
Okay, and now can you made me the because I want to add the names, if is it possible, then it will look better just on the screen. Okay, just for the moment I can make it lower and smaller. Okay. Yeah, it is visible. So at this moment, till we have the right study, we'll just use this one.
For make maybe interesting, I make a prediction that Victoria will win today.
Okay.
Maybe if now we fix all, we can look maybe some look on history of this match. First 2 games, it already interesting which strategy choose every player, so we can speak about this. Okay, so what now, Damian? How I can move pieces in which board? Is it working?
Is it visible on the left board on the stream? So yeah, everything works right now. Till we don't have the official study with you, we must use this one, and we can just start the analyze from the very beginning of the round, and maybe before we'll start analyzing it, can you tell me please, did you follow the 2 previous rounds?
My analysis of first 2 rounds is yes.
Yeah, what do you think about that? Because the quite controversial state that I want to start with is by Rob Clerk, as I saw on the International Draughts group, because Rob Clerk probably told that Yuri Anikeev, as the world title defender, is not being too aggressive. Something like that probably was told. And what do you think about such statement?
Rob Clerk, do you know who is the coach of young Groenendijk, of Daria coach? Do you have some information on
Nothing
this
confirmed, so I would prefer not to.
Okay.
So I prefer not to.
So you know that I know Yuri Anikeev. First time we have played in 1996. We played interesting game. Recently I looked this game again, and I know him from this age. Also in 96, also we play in final of World Championship cadets in 64 drafts. So I know Yuri Anikeev's style a lot, and he is definitely not player who try to play aggressive everywhere. Maybe if we can compare to others, it's of course not like Schwartzman. You know, Schwartzman is very good tournament player because he can use all chances versus weak and versus middle players by crazy aggression. But Yuri Anikeev maybe more close to Alexei Chizhov's style. It's like academical style. He can play, just do best move in every position. Maybe it's to concretize Yuri's style. He can play absolutely any position, and nothing is prohibited for him. That's generally about his style, yes, but also, of course, very interesting what strategy for match will choose Yuri. To be honest, I don't know who is Yuri coach, what is his team. I only know that Yuri asked Artem to help, but then they don't come to agreement, and I have seen that Yuri Babkov comes. Maybe Yuri Babkov helps, but Yuri Babkov is not player who know theory a lot. So it's the problem for match is you need analyze every game you played and prepare new variants for every next game. And if you remember, when Alexander Schwartzman played with Rul Bomstra, we can constant, yes, that Schwartzman lost completely in the opening battle, because Schwartzman don't have any team, as I know, but Holland players,
Dutch players
have a very strong team, and they used computers. And I was crying when I was looking for this. It was really, it's like corrida, you know. Mm-hmm. Alexander Schwartzman was like this cow, and the Dutch team just kill him. And of course, young Groenendijk is not such a good theoretically prepared player like Rul Bomstra. And very interesting what they will play. Now I see maybe that both players played safety. As if you remember, maybe it was Yuri plays also black. It was first game when Yuri played 20 white, 27 in middle game. You said that you was completely unexpected for these moves, and But I understand that Yuri got unclear position. He just decided to make draw. But really, for these two games, I think the little advantage was for Jan Groenendijk. Maybe Jan was better prepared in such variants and got maybe in first game. Second maybe was clear draw. And I think Yuri will play his style. Yuri will just try to not make mistake and hope that Jan will do. And maybe I need to tell here that if we look more whites than only on board, I think Yuri have a huge advantage because Yuri, of course, Jan is younger, so maybe he have more strengths, his calculation is better, but in psychology, in mental, on strategy, on match, Yuri can have big advantage. Also, you know that Jan Groenendijk have always bad time control. And if you remember, he lost to Rulbomstra his first match because of such bad time control. And so I think Yuri plan is just play safe. He can go to aggressive position only if Yuri will sure that this is good for him. And just wait mistake from Jan Groenendijk. And I think maybe Jan will do such mistakes, maybe with low time control. Maybe if Yuri will play very safe, maybe it will nervous for Jan. So we expecting a good strategical match.
Samuel, greetings from Armenia, greetings from Poland and Ukraine from me and Ivan. And do you think that maybe the experience of Jan, who already, like you mentioned, has played a match against Rulbomstra, is something that gives him chances to know what the strategy choose during this match?
I'm not sure because maybe the match about Rulbomstra was the kind of match Jan Groenendijk just want to forget. He was very young and the difference in the class was so big. Maybe some useful he can take from that match, but hard to see what exactly because it was a match of two absolutely different players by level. Jan was very, very young, and even if Jan can have some experience, this match, maybe every match will be absolutely another, each of others. So I am not sure what Jan can use. Maybe maybe some, of course, maybe Jan is easier to Jan to play with, keep him nervous. Maybe because every time you need look about atmosphere, maybe cameras. Of course, this is important. Maybe Yuri can be pressed now. Also, Jan play at home, so maybe such advantage for first 1-2 games because every tournament you need adaptate. Maybe it take 1 game, maybe 2 games. But now I think even if Jan have some advantage because of such experience, it's not big.
Okay, as we followed the first 2 games of this match, like you mentioned also, in the first round probably Yuri didn't want so unclear position, so he simplified the position and went for a for a draw. And isn't it like, okay, you say Jan can become nervous because he will not get the sharp position, aggressive position, and just Yuri is going to keep it calm. Isn't it like both players must win those two games, yeah? So Yuri as well. Where you think Yuri can look for the chances? Only in the time control? Because about it, the first round also Jan and Daria, representing the Netherlands, were having the better and more time to calculate in the key moments of the game. So isn't it like in this game as well, Jan is having at this moment 6 more minutes than Yuri Anikeev. What is the plan of Yuri? Do you think that he can create the chances to win it and it will change? So he will be just patient all the time, like in a single game, and he will be patient in the match and will create some moments where Jan will be too aggressive, and that way Yuri will win his games?
I think Yuri will play by number 2, just play his style. Yuri maybe is the player who very rare to lose game. He one period maybe he lost he lost some game versus African player. African player playing African style, maybe sacrifice many pieces, but they get king and finally win versus Yuri. And that was maybe one game which Yuri lost in 4 or 5 years. So it's really when Yuri play in his style, it's very, very, it's maybe we can compare this with style on 64 when, such old men who know all theory in 64 play only what they know and almost never lost. I remember Igor Mikhalchenko some time said me about Arkady Plakhin. He go to some 64 championship, play 64 games, 63 draws and 1 win. Such style. Of course, it's 100 drafts. You cannot lost so rare, but it's some kind of this Yuri will play. And Jan is the player who play very interesting, and Jan is very good to create aggressive position chances. But also, I think Jan will give chances to Yuri. So such aggression from Jan can be good and can be bad for him. We will see. But also, Alexander Schwarzman with Rule Bombstra already was playing very passive, and Yuri not do so. We can see that Yuri easy go for game, but in critical moment Yuri estimate and maybe can do quick draw. If Yuri will play aggressively, maybe he will show that he have better position. This is my opinion.
Ad infinitum on YouTube. Greetings from France. Let me know on the chat where you are watching from. During the first round I asked you about that. We did have so many different countries and continents, so it would be nice to follow where are you watching from. Please let me know on the chat. Watching from Ayr in Scotland, Rob Taylor. Hello, nice to see you on YouTube as well, and welcome on Twitch. warcabyTV 666, because we are transmitting, broadcasting on YouTube and Twitch as well, so you can follow those two channels. We are looking at the game between Jan Groenendijk playing white pieces and Yuri Anikeev playing black pieces, and the question is about the plan. So now Yuri in this position, if we can speak about the game, played this checker drafts piece 16 to develop it to 26 in the previous part of the board, and looks like Jan is just gathering all the strengths on the right side of things to perhaps try to exchange 34-29 and put some pressure on this point on this in piece number 24, in my opinion. What do you think will be played in this game?
Okay, maybe start from beginning and calculate tempos, because this is important. Also, we see now from Jan Groenendijk, he changed first move, first game he plays this.
But when I was looking at the history between those two, 15 games, of course, all the games played in a draws before, and Jan Groenendijk most of the time started with 30 for 29. So, in my opinion, Yuri could have expected this move, but Jan started with 32-28, and now he is like coming back to his play. I ask this because when we are considering the opening, I asked this question to Marta Bańkowska yesterday, who was my guest. Do you expect we will see the Keller game in this match? Or is it too theoretical?
Yes. I think maybe we will see something like in the Rulbomstra-Schwarzman match, Alexander Schwarzman, that Jan will try new and new. So first game was 30-28. Now he won't try this move, change and try. If you remember, Alexander Schwarzman all games play first move this, because he, as I said, he have no resource to try new. But Jan will of course try this, now this, maybe later something else. And look, maybe if Yuri play bad this game, maybe Jan will repeat this game. So it's match strategy, but also not clear. Maybe in women's match we will speak later. Maybe for me now clear strategy of Daria and Victoria, but now for men it's not. Oh, okay, I am invited to the study.
Oh, great. So we can change to the previous one. Okay. Meanwhile, Franz de Jonge, thank you very much for donating once again our stream. Big hearts, and thank you very much for your support. With your support of the viewers, of course, it is more possible for us to develop. $10 we've received for the second time from Franz de Jonge. Thank you very much. We are switching back to the study. 1, 2, 3, and here. Okay, so now everything will be updated automatically, so I can just change the size of the board.
So, but I think for us it's too early to make some conclusions from this 2 or 3 games. But I noted only that Jan changed first move. So this is maybe what we need to note. And look, okay, so then they play standard development. Black develop piece 5 and white piece 50, and the most popular now maybe move 29-24 with interesting game. But you know also what I need to tell, that Yuri is the player who really knows theory good. So if they play maybe without coaches, without preparation, Yuri have a big advantage of Jan of opening, because Yuri is more experienced player, and he really he know all variants, all theory very good. Maybe if Jan prepare some, I think Jan will prepare in something special, like he plays this. It's not very quite common, and Yuri can choose this, can choose this, can choose this, and Yuri play like this. Okay, but now white win 2 attempts, and now black win 2 temps, so it's 0 temps, but...
By the way, I can add that if you are calculating the tempos during the game, it's the best to do it after every exchange during the game. Then all the time you have the ratio, the draughts of the tempos, and you know what the plan to choose in your game. And I advise you to do it all the time and follow the way like Ivan is doing that.
Yes, maybe it's for our new viewers, it's maybe some difficult to understand what is temps, but we can say that this is kind of advantage in development. Okay, so now Yuri plays this and Jan plays this, and now you can see that from the board will be a distracted piece of 6th line from black and from second line from white, and so we calculate 6 minus 4, white
minus 2.
6 minus 2, yes, thank you, Damian. White wins 4 temps. Okay.
And it's really easy to imagine because look at this position before the exchange and this position after the exchange. So you see that those two pieces have disappeared from the board, yeah? So those two pieces just changed the draught of tempos, and so it means 6 minus 2, it's plus 4.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
Yuri change, okay, and why we do calculate tempos? So Yuri play by black pieces, and he knows that he have minus 4 temps, and draft theory said us that we have less temps. It's good for us to build classic position. Classic position is kind of position when black pieces are here and white pieces are here. The position when black and white both control center. So Yuri starts from this, and then his plan is occupied field 23, build classical position, maybe he will have better position. Yuri just win also 2 tempos, so the tempo difference is now plus 2 for white. Okay, Yuri plays this. It's also interesting. Jan could attack. I'm not sure how Yuri will play. Maybe after this play is possible exchange 2 on 2 with very interesting position. But when Jan did not attack, Yuri immediately plays this. And now after attack, Yuri plays this, and Jan cannot exchange, and such kind of lock maybe a bit more initiative for black. Black have more elastic position. Okay, plays this, and now Yuri plays 16-21. Jan play. If we look at the board, that Jan, we can see that Jan have here 7 pieces, and here only 4 pieces. So Jan decide to make it more balanced. Play this, and Yuri now go to classic as we were expected. So it's very expectable from Yuri.
Yeah, and I can add something about the classic position, because you said that theory says that if we have the classical position, or we have the less tempos, we want the classical position, close classical position. The reason is because of this lock in the central part that Ivan mentioned, that we are limiting ourselves in the same area of the board, because this is symmetrical, yeah? The line of symmetry is the main diagonal of white squares. And it means that we are just limiting ourselves in the same area, so it means that we must have more safe moves. And to have it, you just want to have less tempos, because having less tempos, it means that your position is less developed and you have more safe moves to make. And then your direction of moves usually goes to the corners 26, 25, or you can look for another tempos, for example, trying to exiting to 22, which is Gestem's exit, and you have some plans like this. Or you can always try to break the classic position, for example, that way, 34, 29, and try to put pressure on this 24. So perhaps this is something that we are going to see in this game, and this is something that I recently has asked to Ivan.
Yes, I want to add, thank you, Damian, I want to add that classical position is studied very good now. For example, here if Yuri play 8-12, it was possible standard combination named Philippe shot like 28-22, and then 33-29 and beat 4 pieces. Of course, both grandmasters know such tricks very well. Okay, but now back to strategy. If play like standard classic, as we said before, Yuri will have better. So plan of Jan is break this classical position.
Yeah, and it is before maybe I will add something. If you have more tempos, then your white position can be really good, and making such a move is a total disaster. You are ruining your very important column to break the classical position, and also, for example, after such variants, you just can't move anymore any one of your pieces on the short wing because of this hanging 44, because everywhere is the combination, and white would be in the big trouble. So always be careful with this move to the side, because it is closing the classical position. This is very important. Luca Lorusso, greetings from Italy. Hello, and as you say, it is very important to stream such important events. Of course, we want to have more and more events and more broadcasts to spread drafts, news and events all around the world. Sorry, Ivan, for this disturbance.
Okay, thank you. We have a lot of time. That is why I like matches. We can speak a lot. Okay, so Jan, now plan of Jan is attack this piece 24, make Yuri maybe beat on the side corner, and then occupied all center. As I said, in classical position, both players have center, but plan of Jan is occupied all center. But Yuri won't just keep classic. Okay, so play this and this. Now Jan wants to attack. For example, if something like this, then maybe Jan can play like this, and you see now Jan have a powerful center. Of course, Yuri not agree for this, and as I understand, the position now is following. Yuri, how Yuri will play, I think maybe the main variant is playing maybe like this. Jan maybe will attack, and maybe Yuri plays this, but beat on corner. Why on corner? Because if beat here, you see that this left flank of Yuri, we can see now this right flank, but for Yuri this is left flank, is without any, how to say, Damian?
Defender.
Without defender, 15 can be very weak and can be easy to attack.
Yeah, and what is really nice, that sometimes your problem can be even this piece on 14, because it can give some kind of this plan with this possibility of exchange it, yeah? Because now, because of this 14, you don't have 1 for 2. Sometimes if you don't have it, you still have the column 2 used here, and it can become the problem in such position.
Okay, so Yuri played this 7-12, but I think his plan, of course, he will not play this because maybe this gives Jan a possibility to change or even not change, maybe just wait. Yuri cannot complete his structure by like this because of combination and bit 3. So Yuri will just change. Maybe Yuri, if Jan attack, maybe Yuri just change. Yes, he bit on side, but it looks like plan of Jan won, that Jan had success, but the really question is who control field of 24. And now I think that Yuri control, because if this Jan want to change, but Yuri can play this, and then Yuri can play maybe this, and again got a good classic for him, a good classical position. So despite Yuri changed on side, maybe this position is okay for black. But to be honest, all of this looks like very high probability for draw in this game. It's not really difficult position for grandmasters. Maybe Jan will try to find some way, but this is not position about how to make game complicated. This is now, it is maybe just how to do best moves.
Okay, we spent some time and we've been waiting for the continuation that Jan will propose in that game. That gives us the possibility of switching to women's game. So I'm changing the scene, and here we are going to the game between Daria Tkachenko and Victoria Motrichko. Before we start analyzing it, we can tell a few words about the predictions maybe, because I know that you are Ukrainian and you are for your players. Absolutely, but objectively looking at the chances and looking at the results of some surveys, some polls, most of the people said that between men it is like equal, maybe with small advantage of Jan about the chances that people predicted before the match. But about women, almost everyone points Victoria as the favorite of this match. And what can you say after 2 games about the performance, about the strategy of women now?
Okay, maybe I tell a few words about Victoria, because I am very, maybe I even if I speak Ukrainian, maybe I can find the word to say how I am imagination of Victoria. Maybe when I am looking for Victoria, now I remember, I am not sure you know, Yaroslava Moguчих. It's jumping sportsman from Ukraine. It's very okay.
It's Yarosława, it's female, yeah?
Yes, female.
But she is jumping, what kind of jump?
High jump.
High jump, okay.
Made a world record now and win Olympic gold. Very popular in Ukraine and very pleasure person. For me, Victoria is really ideal. Can I say ideal? Ideal player, ideal woman, ideal mother, ideal friend. Ideal patriot of Ukraine. So really, I don't know what I can add. But
okay, when we are at the topic of patriotism, of course, there is no way not to mention the fact that your country, Ukraine, is still bothered with war, and organizing such events and talking about your situation is always a chance to try at least to somehow help the people who are fighting, who are dying in this war. And we put some links in the description where you can support the soldiers. Can you please tell us more about that?
Yeah, I can tell a lot, but maybe now I can just tell you. Of course, all you know that the war, any war, is very terrible, and maybe like 100 Ukrainian soldiers dead every day for protect Ukraine, protect Europe, protect the world, and. I'm not sure that people in Europe and in the world knows how war is going, and I can tell that maybe everyone decided that Ukraine will win and all will be good, but this is not really easy. And now the fact that Russia have much more people, much more weapons. You know that North Korean army now fighting in Kursk, but versus Ukraine. So it is not almost clear who will win. And so my message to you: just help Ukraine to protect Europe, protect all the world. Help now. Because you will help not only for Ukraine, help to yourself, because Russia is country building by aggression. All 800 years, they always expansion, war, blood, genocide. It's all. This is just war country. So of course Russia never stopped and can attack Poland. Estonia, Latvia, Litva. I think you are from Poland. You know, of course, Poland was brave and fight independent. Yes, but it's also on danger now. Russia make terroristic attacks. You know, always our electricity system. But for example, in Ukraine we have atomic stations, electric. But as I know, in Polish, for example, you don't have. So if we didn't have atomic station, maybe the war was over, because you cannot fight good without electricity. Also want to tell you that maybe if Europe expecting of NATO, of protection first, you know that Ukraine was promised by Great Britain, by USA, by Russia, that they will protect us, because we give up our atomic weapon, and big countries give us guarantee, but then they lies. They don't fight with us. No England's, Great Britain soldiers, no American soldiers, and they we cannot tell that even they give us a lot of weapon. You know that North Korea give Russia more weapon that all NATO together give to Ukraine. Only North Korea is one country. So maybe unfortunately the world is. I of course maybe 3 years ago I was. I can tell a young man who was expecting that the world is fine, that all can live in love, but the history tell us that such countries like USA, England, maybe France also, you know, I know when Hitler attacked Poland, maybe France also said that all will be nice, just let him something. So we
yes, it was the same way, because we were not protected by France, we were not protected by Great Britain. They started the war against the Germany that time, but they didn't involve their soldiers at all.
So the world is, for me, it's looks like situated that, for example, if of course I don't want this, but if Russia wins in the war, occupied all Ukraine, maybe you know now in Georgia is also protest. Belarus is occupied already. If Russia mobilize all these people from Ukraine, Belarus, Georgia, and go to Poland, it can be terrible, because this weapon you have in NATO is not really. The war shows that this is of course this tanks, HIMARS. It's important, but simple drones, simple zombies, which Russia mobilize. I'm not sure that it will be so easy for Poland. I'm not sure that America will protect Poland, that Europe will protect. So better way is just realize that war is going and better stop Russia in Ukraine. So please help us. I don't know what you can do. Always you can donate. We gave link in the description. This is link of font of a small font of my friends. Basically, they do tactical medicine, but also some they start helping programize drones. In my channel YouTube, I have interview with one of my friends from such found in Ukrainian language. So if you want, please donate. If you don't want, please think how you can help to help Ukraine. And of course, thank you very much for everyone who helped us, especially for Poland, where I was first 4 months of war, and I was really impressed of such love, such Poland people, especially Sylvia Denga, do a very lot for us, for my family. But
of course, this is the topic where we can speak a lot of it about that, and maybe from time to time we'll make just another separate stream to talk what is the situation, what we can do, how can we help. I think, and I'm sure that everyone wants to support the Ukraine and to prevent Russia from going with aggression to another country. So you can find the links, and every help will be appreciated a lot. Coming back to the games and what is going on the board between Daria and Victoria. So you told that Victoria is a patriot, and I asked you about those two previous games where we did have an interesting moments. I don't know if you have watched, for example, from my analysis, but there was a moment in the first round of this crazy move, beautiful move 12-17. I don't know if you recognize it.
First round, so first round or second round?
First round.
We can look maybe.
Because we can't look because I don't have the access to studies.
So let me remember. So Victoria have black pieces, and opening was
when she played 6-11, despite of this move to play 12-17, and that was beautiful move that I was really admiring during the analysis of the round. And then also I tried to speak more about that in my Polish language analysis of this game, because I've made a video of it. But without this move, I think that in the second round and the ending of the first round, there was not much happening, and of course the games ended in a draw. I'm telling about that, just asking you again, what do you think will be the way of this match? Will finally Victoria collect those two victories, will win the match, or we can expect something from Daria Tkachenko that will surprise us?
No, I think that game will finish in a classical game. Maybe Victoria win 2 or 3 games. Maybe maybe this will be first. Okay, so if we back to the women match, Thank you, Damien, that you asked about the war, but maybe, of course, back to this women match. I think I was interested in who will be coach of Daria for this match, because you know she transferred to Netherlands, and Netherlands want title very much.
Especially among women, because they haven't got it for a long time already. Yeah? From
Maybe.
Olga Kamszlejeva, she was the last Dutch world champion, probably.
Yes, maybe another one who moved to Netherlands. And who will be the coach of Daria? I was interested, and how they will work together, because you know, unfortunately, Daria is not a person who can easily work with everyone. So, and now I see that maybe Daria's strategy is got some aggressive unknown position in the beginning. So like she did in the second game, it's maybe almost after second Daria's move was unknown in theory position. So this is Daria's style, and I think Victoria will just play solid and expect for some gift in opening which Daria can do. And I think maybe this game is kind of such a game where Daria played a bit passive, and maybe Victoria can got a huge advantage.
Another time we have a change, because as we were looking at the history of matches, many times the same openings were played many times in the games, yeah? And here Daria started the first round with this move, 34-30, yeah? As we remember, there was an attack that was going to an outpost, but Jan changed from 30-28 to 34-29, and Daria changes from 34-30 to 30-28. Do you think that the change is the reason because they didn't get what they wanted in such openings and they are changing, or they just want to surprise the opponent?
I think my prediction maybe Daria team, if he have a team, maybe they totally don't prepare for games, like okay, Daria, you play this, Victoria plays this, maybe we will repeat this game, and then I found some games of Ton Sebrans, and we will try this. I think it's not for Daria. Maybe Daria, I'm not sure he have coach for this, someone help her for this game. Maybe she will just try a new and try to got unknown position. So Daria will try to surprise, but not by theoretical deep variants, but some crazy moves in first 2, 3, 4, 5 moves maybe.
Just to go away from a theory. Yeah?
Yes, go away from the theory.
Which is really easy in drafts, because we don't have such a tight rules in the openings as chess players do. For example, the comparison we made yesterday with Marta. Sometimes in the third, fourth move you can change the opening line, we can look for the base, how many games have been played in such opening, and you don't find any. Thus, such things of course happen, and that gives you the possibility of being creative from the very beginning of the game.
Yes, but the problem is that when you want to go away from the theory, you still need do this reasonably, professionally. And now Daria changed here, and always mostly people don't do this. And why? Because Black have this brilliant move. You know that if you have at the opening move piece 16 to 26, this little victory. Maybe Daria can play this or plays change, but she plays this. And now I remember the game from Europe Championship. Then when Daria totally give up centrum and Victoria had very easy win. So I think Victoria will expect for something like this. That Daria just lost control of the game and Victoria just technically wins. Okay, so Victoria plays this and just easy change. Win 4 attempts. Before this change, the left flank of Victoria was looking like kind of locked, but now Victoria solved all the problems. I think Victoria also remembers that game from European Championship and tried to just build a powerful centrum and got advantage. So Victoria will just play solid. Victoria have Anatoly Gantvark coach. Of course, they prepared for every game. So I think Victoria will play her solid game and expect for Daria mistakes. And I think Daria will do these mistakes. I think Victoria will win minimum 2 or maybe even 3 games in Classic.
Looking at the statistics and the games between two ladies in the previous part of this year, yeah, that's the right conclusion to make. We can go further because we've had just massive exchange in this position. So big simplification in the game, but okay, what was happening to this moment?
Okay, so but Daria decided not play very passive. That maybe I can expect from her. He now decided to change this, and this is really interesting. This is aggressive and interesting. I still think Black must have better, but now Daria going to build problems for Victoria. Daria built column. Now the threat is 28-23. So Victoria needed to change and Daria change. So now this piece is alone in the center because you see here is gap and Victoria, but still interesting position. Maybe Victoria could just play like this and change on center, but Victoria chose another variant. Not really understand why, but Victoria is very good player, so I trust her. And after this, okay, and Victoria now change. That is what I didn't expect really.
Yeah, I also didn't expect that. I thought that she will be trying to stay in the central part of the board, like you mentioned. This 5-10 was looking like a good plan, and just keep this piece on 11 to defend this piece 27. But maybe she was expecting that Daria will keep on attacking 43-38 and then to 32, because you have 5 attacks then, yeah?
Aha, this is the problem. So if I play this, you play this. If I play this, you just start attacking.
Yeah.
Okay. Like attack.
And then you lose
attack.
a piece.
Yes. So maybe this is not really easy for Victoria, but I think maybe start from here, Victoria needs think how to do this better. Maybe he could even do this exchange. Maybe this is better. But you see that I'm sure that Victoria don't play the best way. Maybe Anatoly Gantvark will show her how to play next time. And next time, if Daria plays the same, maybe Victoria will be ready and got huge advantage. So Daria need to change again and again and again. And you know, when it's like running a rabbit. Yes, you will just run.
You are chasing the rabbit, yeah.
You run. this requires a lot of energy to run in such a way. But now, okay, we changed for position. Victoria decided to make this change. Also, maybe logical. Looking on the match strategy, Victoria wants to go to game only when he will 100% sure. Now just change, and this is not tournament when you need to win. You just change. Still position black is a bit better, so just play better position. If draw, okay, let's go play next game.
Mm-hmm. Do you think those matches actually will be boring ones?
Boring means not interesting.
Yeah, not exciting. That just after the opening, the game, the position will open and will smoothly go to the draw many times in such rounds.
You know, for example, for just random viewer, yes, now maybe this game looks a bit boring because this one single game, maybe yes, but if we look like match strategy, what do Daria, what do Victoria, how this game can be looked by a part of all match, it's still interesting for me. Mm-hmm. How Victoria will play next time if Daria repeats this open. Will Daria repeat this or not? So it's still interesting.
So I will ask you the same question about those two matches. If somehow this match is getting to the tie breaks, who will be more satisfied with that, Daria or Victoria?
Of course, Daria, because Daria's crazy style. Daria, he's like the trader. You know that if we go to
the
market and there are such traders trade like martingale strategy. Buy something. If go down, buy more. If go down, buy more. So they always like all in, and mm-hmm. Daria's style like this. When she play with weak or middle player, Daria just play aggressive. If they afraid and change pieces, Daria got better position. If they go to fight, Daria can easy win or got bad position. And when Daria got bad position, Daria not defend but play even more aggressively, so provocate mistake of opponent, and then again more aggressively. So if someone with good technique like Victoria, Victoria just easy win and game finished. But middle players can finally make such crazy mistake, and Daria can win. So Daria have a very, very strong attack, maybe crazy effective, but not have defense. And such style is very good when you play with short time control, when opponent don't have time to find how to break your aggressive style. Because theoretically, you see now, if we analyze now this game, I'm sure we can find how Victoria could play better. But on limited time, Victoria didn't find this time. So short control better for Victoria, of course.
Okay, and the same question about men, because we switched to the men's game. We'll just see the last moves that were made in this position. But it's hard to say, in my opinion, who will be the favorite one to win in the tiebreak, possible tiebreaks, really possible tiebreaks, after looking at the history, because just to remind you, full 15 games in the base were played, a draw between those two gentlemen, Yuri Anikeev and Jan Groenendijk. And on one hand, Yuri has collected many medals in the Blitz and Rapid Championships. On the other hand, Jan Groenendijk, after getting to the last final seconds, he plays very precisely. So who would be the favorite in the tiebreaks among men, in your opinion?
Okay, this is really hard to tell. Yuri Anikeev is like blitz machine. He have his style ultimately good for blitz because he play almost position which he knows, and he do it really fast. If you look some video recording of his games, he when maybe made 30 moves or 40 moves, Yuri Anikeev can have 4 minutes more if starts from 5 minutes. So really machine and have very good style. And Jan Groenendijk always wants to be creative. Always he have, you know, Jan Groenendijk is kind of Magnus Carlsen in chess. Have very good calculation and also very good intuition. So I think it will be if Jan Groenendijk will show his really best game, maybe he will be a huge favorite. But if he start nervous or something goes wrong, maybe Yuri can easy win. Mm-hmm. So I think the depends of which form will be Jan Groenendijk, or maybe Yuri can surprise us and also be in a very good shape. I don't know.
And do you think there will be a tiebreak among them?
Yes, honestly, I think maybe it will be 12 draws after 12 classical games.
I hope it will not happen, and I hope we have a result soon, because it will make those matches much more interesting. Looking at the game, how it was after the move 7-12 that we've seen before, there was a column prepared by Jan Groenendijk to answer the hypothetical move 18-23, and after 4-10 there was an attack, defense. And like you said already, Yuri Anikeev is capturing to 25, just after this exchange to 24, probably something like 39 would be played to create once again the column, because after that there is no possibility of exchanging 24-29, and I would prefer the white's position in such variation. So that's the Yuri's choice, and exchange to 29. At first glance it looked like it is possible to make this exchange, but I think this wing could be really weak one. For example, such maybe exchanges would be possible for Jan Groenendijk, and try to attack or exchange even this 33-29 to get more space. So Yuri Anikeev is playing 2-7 to exchange 18-23, and Jan is allowing him to do it. What would you say? How would you comment those last moves made by gentlemen?
Yeah, Jan play much more better than I showed you before, because as you remember, I showed that after this move, for example, this with idea change, Yuri can play this, but Jan play better. He play firstly, he plays this, and then attack, and now Jan's move, so he can change. So Jan play maybe for this moment perfectly. I think we can constant that Jan win strategically battle, but if we look for computer estimation, it's almost equal. So, but Yuri need to defend now. Maybe he plays this and Jan plays this. Okay, this is interesting because Yuri won't change and Jan cannot play this. This could be good because after this Yuri cannot beat 1 because here is majority, he need to take 2, but this move is not possible because of this. This simple combination not possible here because black take 2, and after this Yuri do this and win piece. So maybe it's not finished strategically game. Okay, Jan plays this, and now Yuri can change and then go here and build classic. And as we told before, maybe if Yuri build classic will be better for Yuri. But okay, but Jan maybe going to attack here because if he allow this move, it will be really bad for him. Maybe Jan wants to attack here. Okay, and what next? Maybe kind of such variants I am expecting, and Yuri is calculating how to do better, but not looking he have a lot of choice, but Yuri have a lot of time, so want to spend, and the young Groenendijk have only 38 minutes, so he spent his time somewhere. But of course, this is a lot of time for such players. Already 27 moves were done, so I'm not sure. Maybe Yuri wants to play this. This is main plan and change, but maybe also looking for this one. But it can be dangerous. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about this position.
What do you predict about the result? It will be a calm draw, or do you think that after getting to a classical closed position, Yuri will look for some chances? After all, he is having now 13 minutes of advantage, but there is only 18 minutes to the time control at this moment.
What was your question?
What is your prediction about how the game will work? Will that be a safe and calm draw, or Yuri will, or Jan, look for some chances?
For the main variant, as I see, maybe Yuri already changed. Yes, already changed, and I think Jan plays this as next attack, and maybe very little advantage for Jan. But Yuri, of course, will protect this. Unless they will, some of one find something brilliant and show us.
Mm-hmm.
But this is kind of standard plan, and now we are looking. You know, this game is maybe we can show to children's. Attack of 24, break classic, then black again go to classic, white again break classic. Very interesting, and okay, Jan already plays this. Very interesting and powerful. If you play a weaker player, you can easily get a huge advantage for black and for white. But they show us how to play it perfectly. Maybe we can back to Victoria and Daria game, because
yes, we can.
It's really interesting happens.
Let's change the scene. That's the moment.
Yes, I'm not sure about this move of Victoria. I understand. Now she need to choose how to play this, or maybe not, maybe just play this, but Victoria plays this, and this ruin this important column. So I'm not sure this is good. Maybe if I play for Victoria, I start from this move, because after this Daria immediately plays this. and Victoria let her play here. It's really interesting why Victoria did this. Also, I think interesting was attacking this. Daria maybe play like this. I'm not sure. If takes here, we have now freedom for piece 15. This is good for us. If play here, maybe we can play around this piece. Build like formation, play this. I'm not really agree how Victoria played. It's maybe a bit aggressive for me. Now Victoria have a problem piece of 15, but still Victoria have center. Maybe Daria is going to build classic now, and despite that Daria have a lot of attempts more, classic can be good for Daria because Daria controlling two corners and have a lot of space controlled. So game again became interesting. What we can definitely expect that women's match will not be borrow. It's interesting. Okay, so then play this. Okay.
Which color would you prefer? Because I would definitely prefer white pieces. You
white, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if, for example, we have a piece on 9 and a piece on 42 or 43, I prefer black.
Mm-hmm.
But now, without piece 9, as I said, black never can change, for example, in such variants. Yes, if I have piece, I can change control 25, can attack on a weak flank. But now it's really not clear for me. And I can tell only that this is kind of something of what Daria wants to see from such games. It's really not clear position. It's game on 3 results. Victoria have less time.
Yesterday from Marta Bańkowska I learned that Artyom Ivanov calls this McDonald's position.
McDonald's? No, maybe this is McDonald's.
Because of M's.
This is WW maybe C.
Maybe. I mean the structure, because something similar we did have from the Yuri's side yesterday, playing against Jan in the later part of the game. It's many times it's a problem when you break the position from the open position after the exchanges. There is a developmental phase, and of course many times from such position people start to play smoothly, fast, and maybe are not aware of the things that can happen on the board. And honestly, I would never choose to play this move 9-14. I don't know that absolutely. And here I would just attack it, not to have problems on this wing, but I don't know what Victoria is trying to play. Honestly, I prefer white because always you can get to 41, always you can try to get 27. It will be difficult for black to take this corner 26. Even if it will be, then it will be 15 locked here and not a problem here for white. And close classical position should be better for white, because I'm not afraid at this moment of this column.
Yes, it's maybe I can tell that at that moment maybe more clear what white need to do. Yes, just occupy 27, 28 and try to still control 26. But maybe if Victoria found some way, maybe he can got better position. I don't know. It's a interesting position.
Only plan for me is to go to 16, use 2 to go to 8 in case of going 27 to exchange here, then to bring this 8 to 18 and 3 to 9.
Yeah, but you tell if white already control, yes, but now look that white pieces, we can tell that white have only tell 3 pieces in center, and maybe some aggressive aggressive continuation possible from Victoria, maybe like this, maybe like this, break this. Black position is fully in center, and white only 3 pieces. Maybe Victoria can break in such way, but I agree with you that by picture it looks in perspective, if Victoria will not break such Daria plan, maybe Victoria can have problems, and that is why I don't really understand Victoria. She did a huge change, 3-on-3, and now go to this unclear position. It's kind of no sense for me. If this move was like mistake, why not attacking? Attacking maybe will be easy. Maybe Victoria can show us what
she was thinking during the game.
Yes.
Yeah, at some moments it will be nice to analyze with the people involved in this play what was the reason of choosing such decision or not other. Do we have any updates among the men? We have one more move made by Anikeev, 15-12 in this position. Men double. Let's switch the scene to this one, the right one, and what we can see about the time control, still quite safe, 32 minutes on Jan Groenendijk's clock. So you think that we will see this move right now at this moment, because there is another possibility of going here?
Yes, alternative is move is here, but it's kind of crazy move.
But maybe this is something that that Jan is looking for, because after all there is a hanging piece on 7, yeah, and it is played already. So
okay.
You don't have the possibility of exchanging this piece. You have options to attack it. You have options to come with 48, with 40 to set some combinations here using this 23. So at least 2 tempos must be lost on trying to play against this piece. But computer shows a small advantage of black pieces after this move and this continuation 8-12, which is logical, of course, but you must be really careful with some combinations like this one, because of course there is this sacrifice and another here. 2 for 3. Sometimes you think this is simple exchange, but of course this is not possible. About the combinations in the Grandmasters games, most of the time it's not used to make a combination, but it is used to somehow limit your opponent in making some plans and moves.
Yeah, maybe I understand why Jan play such way, not because this is brilliant move, but because on such move Yuri can play this.
And another exchange
and
or attack.
Exchange, and now Yuri is completely safe, and Jan have such block to win.
There is no way to exchange this 26, for example, yeah? Because if you go to 31-27, there is no way of getting to 28 without involving one of those 2 pieces, and this one will be stinky in the sooner part of the game.
So Jan plays this. Okay, so computer shows slight advantage for black for both, and for this and for this. Okay, so this is not borrow as you wanted. This is now maybe this game which Jan very like. Maybe Jan really is the best player in the world who can combine positional and tactical play. He's really talented and do this very game. Maybe you remember his game in Curacao versus Cordier, France Grandmaster, and Jan playing such positional tactical style, and was very interesting game, and Jan win very good style when you need feel what calculate, and then you need calculate this precisely. So this is what Jan do, but in such positions looks like Yuri have a lot of choice. Jan just maybe cannot use his ability, because maybe Jan will be forced to just play only one possibilities. Yuri now is choosing his moves and have a bit. We can constant that Yuri maybe strategy won and Yuri got better position for the such moment. This main plan, as we showed, not really good for Jan, and Jan now trying to defend. And how Jan defend? Jan defend in aggressive manner. Okay, we will look. We will look. Of course, if it is blitz game, maybe we can got result. Maybe Yuri will be favorite, but here maybe grandmasters will play the best and also will be draw. Okay, but Yuri now is thinking. Yuri have 43 minutes for 15 moves more, yes, and Yuri have like 3 minutes for move, and Jan only 2 minutes for move. No, but it's still a big. Okay, so what do you think? Do you see some treatment from Jan? What is Jan plan? For example, if I play like this, so what is idea of white? I don't really see. Okay, they play, but what they are going to do next?
At this moment I started a poll on the chat, so I'm asking the viewers what will be the results of round number 3. Will we see 2 draws, 1 victory, 1 draw, or 2 victories in those games? You asked me about the plan for white after 8-12?
Yeah. So for build plan for black, maybe we need to understand what can be next moves for white.
What is really something an important thing to mention? After such move like 28-22, you activate a very important formation of this column, yeah, 42, 38, 33, and in my opinion this is the most important column in the classic positions. Of course, not letting your opponent to go to 24, and looking at the possibilities, this is very inconvenient piece for dark pieces, because if you try to somehow surround it and attack it, it comes with some complications and some possibilities of the combinations. For example, attacking 12 to 18 will never be good, probably, because you just develop the heavy wing of white pieces. On the other side, if you come with attack to 17, there is this move, 33-29, yeah? Like for example, here, you can't attack 12 to 17 because you are losing then. There is a simple novice coup, and you collect 3 pieces that way. So in my opinion, plan for white could be just wait, those 2 moves at least right now. And the heavy decision is on black pieces, because what to do? You can't make some simple plans like this and this, because that will be just making your position less powerful.
Okay, so I agree that maybe white will just wait, but what if I just play this and next, for example, wait, and I play this, and now I create a threat. How do you play here?
That would be necessary to close this position, yeah. With so many options of exchanging or setting some traps. But I'm okay with playing that. Yeah? You have still few plans like this one. You can even think of going 48 to 33.
Okay, so you threat now this.
Yeah.
So maybe I need play this, and now
I go there, yeah.
Maybe even this one.
This is better because creating already this threat, yeah, and building this column to use. And once again, this is a problem, this 14, because you can't go for this plan.
Okay, so maybe it's not really easy. So how to play? So Yuri maybe also will wait. Okay, maybe wait. And I wait. Do you have a lot of waiting moves?
No, not. But yeah, this move would be very interesting actually.
Do you use computer help while playing?
No, never.
Oh, okay. So what is the
But
idea? Tell me. I make views that I see, but for our viewers. But honestly, I don't see. What you go and play here? Play here. Here, maybe all the way. Okay, play this and
Okay,
this.
without
Yes.
letting this exchange yet.
Yes. Okay. So as I said, it's a game of young Groenendijk. So such tactical, a lot of calculations. I think that Yuri understand good that Jan have a huge advantage in calculations because calculate good variants in 25 years old and in 40 it's a huge difference. But okay, the game became
Yuri is 40 this year.
He's 83. Maybe he
He's
has
41 maybe.
41 already. Yes.
You are the same age?
1 year more.
You have? You
I
are 42?
42 already, yes. Okay, so maybe can we use computer help or not, Damian, here?
I use it, yeah.
Okay, so...
Because, I display the analysis bar all the time on the screen.
Main computer variant is here. Okay, possible to play this, and play this. I see this street, I saw, but I play this, but maybe this is better, okay. And here play this, okay. It's very...
For me, computer showed 3 to 8. I don't know if this is the variation you would like to play by both colors, because
It's
that requires...
Very hard to...
calculate everything, yeah. And that is, of course, creating some chances, but also that is accepting some risk. Because
Yes.
still, you have the possibilities there in the variant you showed with the sacrifices, yeah?
But this is completely Jan Groenendijk style, so I think he will be ready for this. But what will do Yuri?
I think, ladies and gentlemen, that we are finally getting some interesting position, and that is something that satisfies me. Getting to this point after 30 minutes of the moves absolutely satisfies me, and I think some nice variants will be created here. After the boring round number 2 and the quick draw, now I think the quick draw is not possible, and both players will try to look for some chances. And you mentioned that Jan Groenendijk sometimes is like Magnus Carlsen, and here I can say it see it with this move. 28-22, because when we are looking at the indicator of the position, computer engine shows minus 0.3, so slight advantage, less than half a piece for white pieces. But this is something that Jan wants, even if it is an inaccuracy according to what scan computer engine says. It is creating chances. It is creating possible difficult variants where Jan Groenendijk, as the better calculator, could create some chances to win this game.
Yeah, and you can see that Yuri maybe first time in match understands that type of position change. Yes, and if before he play, we can tell without calculation, the technical position just by experience, by class, by very deep understanding of position. Now it's all Yuri experience. All positional understanding is nothing. You need just calculate these tactical moments, and this is completely another character of position. But we will look. Yuri can also surprise us and show great skills.
I think, ladies and gentlemen, that we are having a great and interesting hour or more ahead of us in two games. So after not so promising openings, we did have a very interesting position. And that's the beauty of drafts, what you told, that after one move, just the type of position changes, and all the plan that you have had before, now sometimes you must throw it out and try to look for something else. And I think that Yuri Anikeev will spend some time now on thinking. He's already thinking for how many? For 13 minutes. 13 minutes already spent on calculations after this Jan's move, 28-22, and I think few more minutes will be spent here. We are in the move number 30, so it means 15 more moves to the time control for both players. And we are going to have some important decisions to be made, so players must be really careful about that. We've talked yesterday with Marta Bankowska about putting time pressure on your opponent. The first thing I've asked Jean-Marc Giafang when I was commenting Natalia Sadowska versus Tamara Tansy-Kurzyna match was, is it okay to put time pressure on opponent, or just you must spend the time that you need to make the best possible move? And Grandmaster, Vice World Champion, told me that you must spend your time, you must make the calculations, and you must make the move that you're absolutely sure of making. That's my problem many times, because I like to put some time pressure on my opponents, and sometimes I miss some important moves. Recently I played the team Polish Championship, and I really liked the way I played it strategically, positionally, and then I just didn't see some move, for example against Patrycja Tomczak, and from winning position 2 moves ago I made a move that was losing, because I didn't see one important move. What do you think about the time control? Is it okay to somehow try to put your opponent under the time pressure?
First, my greeting to young star from Poland, Patrycja. Okay, you played draw that game, or how you finished?
We finished in a draw, yeah. But I was the one chasing for a draw because she had like minus 9.99 position.
Okay, so Yuri played this. So my opinion, if your computer says this is good. Also, the main variant now for computer is this move. Look, which crazy position can happen after this, because not possible here.
You are creating a free tempo combination using this variation. But it's not only about the next move, this possibility, but making this move also requires from you calculating what is later. And for example, after such move, you can play this move, not allowing this to fortune. Oh, sorry, this is still working, of course. In case of this move here, 7-11 is not possible because of 1-4-2. Just leave it all the time for the tactical possibilities. And do you think Yuri Anikeev finds such moves in his calculations?
Maybe because he thought 15 minutes. Okay, so back to the theme you tell. What about if your opponent have less time?
Do you think that putting him under the time pressure is can be a good strategy for the game, or it is just being naive because it can make you will not see some important variants that time?
Yeah, I think you can change your strategy, but not a lot. So you still if you, for example, I have like 30 minutes and you have like 3 minutes, yes? Mm-hmm. And we have like 7-8 moves to do. Maybe I will change my strategy, but not alone. So I will still trying to do best moves, but maybe what I can definitely change it. Maybe I will do a series of moves. So not one move you answer and then we write moves on blank by my time, but maybe I, for example, here, yes, Yuri can, for example, if 32-27 now is the most expected, maybe Yuri plays this and fast this. Mm-hmm. And now Jan will be in situation he need right moves first. He will need do it all his time or make some signs on blank, and he need fill it later, or he need play. So this have sense, but maybe I can think in such position. Okay, maybe we play normal. Maybe I can think in such position 5 minutes, and maybe 5 minutes is such position. Yes, but if you have less time, maybe I can think a bit more, maybe 12 minutes here, but then immediately play. Maybe this and this. Maybe such this have sense. But when players just play very fast and bad, because opponent have less time, I think this is bad strategy.
I'm really curious about this moment, if Jan Groenendijk will play 32-27. Meanwhile, we can take a look at the ladies' game, because we have some update here. Let me just change the stage.
You will like this diamond, because it's you need to agree that this not more McDonald's, but something more than
triple McDonald's. Yeah.
Yes, it's McDrive. Oh, I don't know what.
Just a long wave. So maybe it's a surfer's position. But finally, Victoria breaks it with this move 20-24. So we have it, yeah? We have weak piece on 15, and this is something that you can play against. So Victoria hasn't decided to try to attack somehow 22, 23, and I think we can expect, so the question is what will be better? 31-27, or some try to go to 28 at first. Because now what is really important to notice, perhaps there is a possibility of building this formation by playing 2-7 and 3-9 of those two columns with the peak on 18, so going to 28 and 27 immediately would be a problem because of this threat 18-22.
I want to tell you that now maybe something of I told before is possible theoretically. For example, for moves like this, maybe Victoria can play like this. Threat, you now on this, you can change this. So looks like Victoria mobilized all her forces, and now maybe position not only static when white go them plan and black, but also dynamical continuations are possible. It's just very interesting.
What is really worth to notice, in my opinion, if you have watched the video with the analysis I made of the games of Victoria from US Open 2024, I mentioned there that she is very good in surrounding opponent center, and she really likes to play against lonely central pieces, like for example 28, and maybe this is something that she waits for her opponent to play to this square, because computer shows, for example, move 30 to 28, the move that I would never do in this position. I would just wait with it. I would much prefer to go something with that. But then there is this move, and after this, I would prefer white in such position, yeah. I would prefer white, but computer says it's okay to play. But in my opinion, just realizing the plan that white wanted, because there is a control over two corners, and tempos are important. The D-rod of tempos, everything can happen, but of course computer sees the lines that human can't find sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, here can maybe we can have some crazy continuations like this, because black won't change and white plays this, and such games rare finish to draw, mostly win or lose. Now by picture looks like white have good, but always a lot of tactic, and computer shows that better for black. So maybe we can see two crazy games today. And I'm sure that Daria easy can go to every crazy position, and Victoria now maybe not the position is not which Victoria wants to see, because really hard to estimate what happens later. Know some theoretical schemes, theoretical methods how to play this. That exactly what Daria wants to play. Daria's style always was very creative, and the fact she play on female tournaments helps her very lot, because usually women, despite they play very lot, but the top women don't have such technique like top men grandmasters. So this style works very good in women's tournament. And we will look how it works versus Victoria.
There is Gleb Ushakov with us on the chat, co-owner of checkersTV. Hello, Gleb. And Gleb says, believe in Yuri and Victoria. Of course, from the Ukrainian side, cheers for them with the possibility of winning the matches and holding the 2 world titles in the Ukrainian part. Those games actually can be resultative, as a matter of fact. Here, you know that we are in the most important moments, slowly getting to the time control, which will be in the less than 1 hour, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm really curious about the fact what will Daria choose right now. Having the topic of the time control, we have 40 minutes on Daria's clock and 15 minutes on Victoria's clock. And still 15 minutes to make. So it makes that Victoria must make from this position 15 moves in 15 minutes. It gives you 1 minute per move. What do you think about this average time for move? Is it okay?
No, it's absolutely not okay, because the decisions Victoria need take now, and how to do. Think 10 minutes more now, and Daria can play something completely another you predict, and you will have only 5 minutes for 12, 13, 14 moves, or play fast now, but position is not easy. So the plan of Victoria chose, I absolutely don't agree. Again, start maybe from this. Victoria play this, and I can tell that maybe it's not brilliant, but maybe safe. But okay, but so when then if Victoria decide to play this game safe, analyze with Anatoly Gantwerk and prepare to next game, why they play not safe later? As you told before, Damian, maybe it was safe move. Computer also recommends this. Victoria go to fight, spend time. Maybe it's scenario like Daria wants. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Now is such position, yes.
Yeah, now Daria in the first round put some pressure on Victoria, and she speeded up in such positions, but Daria knows in this position this is very important to choose the right moves, and there is what I expected, yeah, 41-27, so the question is if Victoria will follow the line of the computer 1923. In my opinion, not. I would expect something, because what is a difference and what is a problem of this move? To 8 or to 7. The first plan going to 8 gives you the possibility of taking the corner 17-21, but the second one gives you the option to exchange 18-22 and building this second column 3-9. You can't do both because you don't have enough pieces. There is also an option that after this move and something like that and that, there will be an exchange on the wing, and this could be something similar to what we have seen in the first round, because Daria then did have the chance to attack the short wing of dark pieces that way, and that could be a slight advantage of dark pieces, of white pieces. As we see, this is 0.4 advantage for white. So I think that Daria will play this and this right now. That Victoria will play that.
No, this and this is logical, but if White found how to keep this structure, maybe okay, you can change now, but what late? It's
You can always exchange at 27, yeah? It's logical to make it and to hold the classic structure. After
okay.
this, you will not have any problems probably. Okay, there is this still column to be made, yeah? 13, 18 and 20.
Maybe this is the best for Victoria.
And maybe this is something also that would let her to play quickly, fast. Because otherwise, if she went for the classical closed position, the computer might say that it is the best way, the best move to play. But after the continuation that we showed here, that is the problem because you must make a lot of calculations here. There will be always, for example, royal shot. There will be some chances with some sacrifices and attacks, and this is something that makes us having 15 minutes for 15 moves. It's not easy thing to do. Despite, of course, now Victoria must make the choice and choose the plan. Now she is thinking for 2.5 minutes, and every second spent now on the move more than 1 minute means that you have less than 1 minute for the next moves up to the time control.
Yeah, interesting is happened in men match, but before we go there, maybe
there is 3-9 moves, so yeah, Victoria is playing like I expected.
Okay, it's logical because she still have opportunity to play this, but maybe it's not. But you know, this is some risky plan because can happen that Daria can found some very powerful moves, and if this plan not works, Victoria can got bad position. But okay, maybe back to Jan Groenendijk and Yuri Anikeev. Jan take this challenge and play this most aggressive.
Nice. So how much time did he spend to find this move? 30 to 27. 10 minutes. 10 minutes and he finds the move. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, after 2 rounds, we are getting to a very interesting positions in those 2 games. And I think this next 50 minutes up to the time control will be extremely interesting for us. I know that Ivan must leave us at some time.
I'm waiting for answer of my yoga teacher if the lesson will be lesson or not. So I am still with you.
So fingers crossed you won't have the lesson, or you will have the postponed lesson maybe 1 hour or 2. So we can analyze it till the very end. Ladies and gentlemen, we are absolutely having an interesting and not standard position, because at first glance having such columns of 4 pieces is just not logical. Having this 26 holding entire the wing, but the truth is that this column is causing really big limitations to White's position, to Black's position. And here Yuri Anikeev chooses to play 20-24, so he accepts the temporary sacrifice of the pieces, and immediately after that Jan plays 33-29 and takes the piece. So we have the situation where one player has 1 piece more than opponent, but of course it's temporary.
Okay, so Yuri will play this, and what late looks good for Yuri, but computer show better for Jan. How it possible?
So from my side, computer shows it's a absolutely drawish position.
Maybe. Okay, this, for example, this.
Hello to do. Domantas Norkus. Hey, what do you think of KNDB covering commentary almost always in Dutch? Though most Dutch people understand English and would be. Here. It would be amazing to hear English commentary from Sabrans or Viersma. Yeah, absolutely, it would be great, and I understand your point of view. But together we agreed with the organizers that they will cover in English, and they will cover in Dutch, and we will cover the broadcast in English. So we are kind of official transmission broadcast from the world matches, so this is the reason why we use the cameras. Also, there is a possibility of having the interviews with the players from our side. Yeah, so this is just something we accepted and agreed on. As they are organizing it in the Netherlands, this is logical and understandable decision from their side. Also, they have the live view possibility of the stream and the commentary, because there are people sitting in front of the commentators. Marek Holender, Ivan, Damian, very nice commentary today. Thank you very much. And Marek, keep in mind about my invitation for you to join me. Okay, going back to the game, Ivan.
Okay, so if Jan will find this variant, maybe Jan have only one way to play it. He need to find this brilliant move. Yuri built column, but this is not working because it will be counter combination. 1 on 3 to king. So, and this move is bad for Yuri. Why? Because you never cannot attack because again combination. And now Yuri will necessary to Yuri to calculate, and maybe Yuri will find such exchange, and it will be draw.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you might not see it on the camera, but from this position, having all the calculations that we are just showing on the analysis board, they are just working right now with their minds like miners in the mine. They are just digging and digging into the stone, and it is absolutely a hard work because they have limited time and they know what the price is. And they are playing for the world title, for being the world's top 1 player, for being the world champion. So absolutely, this is something what we as viewers want to get from those games. Just emotions.
Yes, looks like in both games Yuri made his choice, and Jan is thinking the same. Victoria make her choice, and Daria is thinking. Okay, so now Dutch players must be creative, must think, and the Ukrainian champions just waiting for answer.
What is the time control right now? After 2-7 move, as expected, as I was expecting, Victoria Motrichko is having 11 minutes and 49 seconds and 14 moves to make. I think it is almost sure that move like 1822 will be played, so there will be at least one exchange, and then I can expect 32-27, so perhaps the second exchange in short part of the game. So the question is, for example, even such moves like not logical ones from Daria Tkachenko, like let's say 27-21, to avoid exchanges and to put more time pressure on Victoria, could be a plan for Daria? I don't know what you've done, but I don't hear you anymore. I don't hear you, Ivan. What has happened to Ivan? We don't hear Ivan, but you hear me as I look at the bars, audio bars. We still can't hear you. Okay, you know. What I'm thinking of, yeah, just after such move 27-21, it's not like having absolutely bad position, but it is some kind of surrounding plan after all, because the dark pieces are just grouped in the central part of the board, and you are, of course, controlling one corner, and maybe without just the corner 26, you can add the 16 piece, and it means that space of playing for dark would be really, really restricted and limited like this. Do you know? Still I can't hear you. Do you know what's the problem? I stopped hearing you at all. I'll check it in the Skype. Can you tell something? Yeah, I can't hear you anywhere, so it's on your side, I think. I haven't changed anything.
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, the problem was that I turned on microphone because I want to make a call, but this works strange and I cannot understand how I can turn on later.
Okay, so what do you think about having this plan of some
think,
crazy surrounding and putting time pressure on Victoria?
You know, the drafts is kind of game like everywhere, maybe that when you play something like standard, you can just play. But when you play something not standard, you need to be sure it works. And this is kind of such move. Maybe it can be, this maybe can be or geniusly or bad. But what example, for example, if I just play here, I want change this.
First thing, what I've been thinking about is this one, not allowing this one because of combination, yeah? And I'm not so afraid of this piece, I would just wait.
Okay, it's possible, but what is the sense? What is the reason? Maybe I can even sacrifice, but it's kind
risky. I don't think we'll see such kind of crazy sacrifice in the World Championship game.
Daria already plays this. This is not easy move. Okay, what is the sense of such move?
Perhaps building this column.
Yes, but if Victoria change on
on the other this brings huge advantage to white probably with forcing this move, creating this threat because
that is idea of Daria.
Yeah.
Don't let this change. Okay.
Trying to understand it after that. You have a tempo to play here, and if white play here, there is this combination, yeah?
Nice. Nice combination. I 1, 2, 3. How play better this and take 5. Okay. This is winning because you change and win. How Victoria will see this? Okay, well, you see that I told you that when you are planning such and such moves, like Victoria did, there is always probability that Daria can, because black is very limited in future possibilities, and looks like Daria found brilliant move. So now Victoria need to make this exchange.
This is something like, for example, Marek said, because he said he will not forget my invitation. I hope for that. And beautiful position optically. One of the reasons drafts is such a nice game for me is the architecture of the position. Yeah, that's right. The position sometimes might look beautifully, but then in just 1 or 2 moves, if your opponent is patient enough, you just ruin everything. You must destroy it somehow and find the next plan to play. And this is the example of that. Ivan is back, and hello, Bartosz. Bartosz Maniecki, the supporter of the channel. By the way, if you want to be the supporter of the channel and have the early access to the videos we publish, you can just click the support button under the video, under the broadcast, and under other videos on the channel. Feel free, and every support is very welcome and helps us to grow and to develop this and other projects related to drafts we create. So this 914 and this variant you mentioned is slowly getting to reality. So I changed the scene again. We are going to the men's competition.
Okay, so Jan change a bit. He don't play this, but maybe now Jan will play here. Computer recommendation was not west temp for play here and play here now. And if Jan play here, as we saw before, Yuri need make this 2-on-2 exchange. But what if Jan play here now? This can so now Jan don't let Yuri play this. This, as we know, is bad because of this, and Yuri will be needed play here with totally crazy position. Jan
And
make
then exchange to 18. Oh,
yes. Yuri now won't play here and fix this column will not work, and Jan will exchange. And it is a kind of crazy, but maybe safe Yuri, because Yuri can always change.
Such positions, ladies and gentlemen, let both players to make mistakes, to make blunders, to make resultative games, and this is something that we really want in this early phase of the match, because that will guarantee us we will have some emotions in the other games. Of course, winning one game by one player is not enough. You must win at least 2 games to become the world champion.
And look for time. This is like Daria and Victoria. Jan have little time. Only 10 minutes for 10 moves.
Yeah. So Jan Groenendijk is down to 1 minute per move in this game.
Okay, so maybe I make a call, but I will not turn on audio because I don't know how to turn on it later. I go just other room and ask.
I can switch you off on the stream easily.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we are down to the move number 35 in the gentleman's game, and after that 10 moves by each must be made to the time control. Jan Groenendijk is down to 9 minutes, what you can see to the on the camera to the right. And of course, like we told you a few times already, Jan Groenendijk is used to such situations when he is out of time, he is having last seconds on the clock, and that time he can make absolutely brilliant decisions and absolutely precise moves. The question is if he wants to put him in such uncomfortable position, because normally you just don't want. But after playing this plan 28-22, 32-27, it means that Jan brings it on, that Jan wants to have very active, very difficult position. Ivan is quickly back. How is it going with your yoga lessons?
I don't know, because the teacher don't answer.
Maybe your teacher has started that already. But may I ask you something about this, those yoga lessons? Because this is your spiritual way of living is very close to the one of Yuri Anikeev, right?
Yes. I can tell that in some point of view I am a person who introduced him in Vaishnav, how to say, it's like type of thinking, type of living. You know this book Yuri presents to Jan Groenendijk, maybe you saw. I also have back on me.
I saw it during the press conference.
Yes, it's Bhagavad Gita. This is, you know, it's. I'm not sure how to say it in English. It's a Vedic book, so it's kind of that. Sometimes before we have like the most of the part of the earth, one culture, and the knowledge of such culture is very useful, really useful. Hold now in India, and I just listen lections, study something, and implement this in my game, in my life, and game also. But and yoga, this classical hatha yoga, help us. For me, I'm not sure Yuri use it, but really this is very good for body, for health, and also, you know, my mind is very, very patient when I practice. Really.
Okay, just not to prolong this topic. We just want to be back at the games. This is something that we can cover in the more peaceful time. Meanwhile, Bartosz asks, what if somebody win one game? How then the tiebreak works? Then it works like the one who has won one game must win another one game, and in case he is losing, then another victory just wins the match. So it can be a situation that you will be leading only one victory then, but you need to have two victories in the entire match to win the competition. It is enough to have 1 point advantage, but you must have at least two victories. So Yuri decided to sacrifice the piece and make this 1-4-2, right?
Yes, but also we need to tell that Jan didn't go to the most crazy variant. Maybe he also have jak to halma, jak to po angielsku.
Halma? What is halma?
What you press when you need stop car. How it's?
You mean brake?
Yes, maybe Jan is not such crazy like Daria Tkachenko. She always attack. Jan estimates that maybe play safe. Okay.
So he just pulled the brake and he changed the position. Here we have the settle of the pieces where we have two weaknesses, and this is something that is a compensation for both players. So 36 is weak and 6 is weak, not developed right now, and we have a very similar structure of those 8 pieces. Very funny looking, yeah. And then we have 3 against 3 on the other side of the board. 39 moves have been made already. Jan Groenendijk down to 8 minutes and 21 minutes on the Yuri Anikeev clock, and Jan has 6 moves to make and Yuri 7 moves to make. Okay, the position is open. Maybe it will take some time for the players to play. Okay, Yuri is playing quite fast, 13 to 18. So it gives him the possibility of going from 3 to 12 if possible. Maybe attack 17 to 22 and
maybe
lose.
Yuri wants 6-11 and change.
Yeah, or maybe this change back, but then maybe this move will be interesting, not letting it. Yeah, still some things to analyze, still some position with some unclear pieces like this 36 and 6. It can still create some blender occasions and chances. Let's take a look what is going on in the ladies game.
Yes. I'm not sure, but maybe I need to go in 5 minutes. Before I go, I want to thank you for invitation. Maybe, okay, Victoria make change and beat on. It's already played or not?
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe game is simplified, and maybe this is good for Victoria because she had a few time. Okay, so thank you. Maybe I will go now. Maybe the most interesting is behind us, but also some interesting can happen. And thank you for invitation. I am sure I will come again. And also, I want to remember
you are sure, but I am not so sure.
Yes. Okay.
I'm just joking.
But I am sure also that you are sure. Okay. And I want to invite everyone to our draft school. We have already now 5 coaches. Is Artem Ivanov, me, Yuri Anikeev, Victoria Motrichko, which not train a lot because of preparing too much all this year, but we did a very nice marathon sponsored by Gleb Ushakov. Thank you, Gleb. for Ukrainian players, and in such marathon Yuri and Victoria was also coached, and also Bogdan Panchenkov. So everyone who won't join us, especially kids, we have a nice group trainings in Poland, English, Ukrainian language. Maybe we can do for in Russian for adequate peoples. So you can take my email in our email in descriptions, and please join.
Feel free to message Ivan. You have thank you, Ivan, a message from Marek Hollander. So we are going right now, right?
Okay.
Or not yet?
So yes, I go. So thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy this really sharp games, and I think that the most interesting is ahead of us in such games, is these games and in next games. Okay.
Thank you very much, Ivan. See you soon on the stream, and take care and have a good yoga lesson.
Thank you. Good luck.
Bye. Okay, so we are disconnecting from Ivan and we can go to the single stage. Okay, here we are back with one commentary only. So during the last move, I can remove my headphones to have a bit more comfortable situation to comment everything. Last move, Victoria has played 24-29, and of course, at some moment of the game, when you have this piece 15 and you just want to develop it, you know that this is the weak one. That is a very common plan of developing the wing, because finally you limit somehow your opponent with such threats. For example, Victoria couldn't play something like this because there are two combinations using the majority capture rule and the standard one, and even the better one would be this one, to sacrifice 2 for 3 and going to the king with a quick victory. So that was absolutely not possible. Another not possible is 43 to 39, and after not another but the move that I mentioned. So after such exchanges 1 for 1, there are two options. One is the possible combination 23-29, but it's not good in this position. It would be even winning for white, as I see, because after giving 3 you take 4, but white go to the king and immediately attacks 2 or more pieces, and after going here you have another possibility of attacking from behind, and when 2 pieces are on one line it is impossible not to lose this one until you sacrifice more pieces, like here sacrificing 3, going to the king. So this is just the variation that I mentioned. But after this exchange, what is really important for black is opening this line. So you are removing your piece standing on 24 after this plan to make this 15 go to the square number 24, and the position is balanced, and here even would be better for black checkers. But after this 24-29, still the pressure is on the board. Daria plays 36-31, and the question is how much longer Victoria can wait, and I don't see it is very, very possible. What is really interesting right now, there is, ladies and gentlemen, a combination possibility. Yeah, there is. So, according to what computer says, Victoria Motrichko now should have played 29-34. So she would be giving 2 pieces, collecting 2 pieces, and then having 1. And then we have this combination 19-23, sacrificing another 2 pieces, and going 11-16, making the combination like the bridge shot, so sacrificing more, of course. And at this position, what also must be calculated, the position after the combination, and here Victoria is making this combination. And Daria was maybe a bit shocked with it, because after the first move of the combination she just sat down very, very slowly. Maybe she didn't see it, and luckily for her this combination is not winning. This combination is not winning for black pieces. Yeah, that's the moment, sacrificing another 2 and another. And when you try to calculate the position after, your first thought could be that you play simply 18 to 13 going to the king. But this is the losing move, because you have the attack from behind on 2 pieces, and this one has nowhere to go, and that way, like I mentioned before, 2 pieces are attacked on the same line. That would be winning for black. But if Victoria plays here 26-21, there is already no possibility of using this attack to win the game, because you attack here 2 pieces, you attack on the other hand here 2 pieces, and you can just use the sticky move. You can play 18 to 12, and no matter which direction dark pieces will take, you secure going to the king and drawing the game, and probably this is something that will happen. So this combination, in my opinion, forces a draw. Victoria Motrichko probably sees it well, that after this combination, immediately Daria Tkachenko has played this move 26-21, knowing that there is no possibility of winning for black pieces. And this is possible that both players will agree for a draw soon. Sometimes we might have very interesting position, and then just some forced combination can force a draw, can force a result, like Bartosz says. So now we need Marta to comment the games. Yes, we do. Actually, we have this combination on the board. That's right. That's the position right now. And making this combination is very, comfortable for Victoria Motrichko, because she is down to 3 minutes 30 seconds, and the combination is, of course, a chain of moves. So it means that you make many moves in a row, and you have much more calm situation with the time control. So actually, the scenario of the third draw in this, and this is what has been played by Victoria Motrichko. Attack on 36, and obviously we must see this move 18 to 12, forcing a draw, going to the king from both sides, and this is the result of the match. After 3 rounds, 3 draws, and this is something that will be agreed very, very soon. That's how we play drafts, agree for a draw and go rest. Yeah, there is something what you say, Bartosz. We will just hit the moment. We are 20 minutes from the time control, so probably the gentleman's game will last longer today, and will give us some more emotional moments probably, but still highly possible we'll have 2 draws. So girls already agreed? Yeah, they do. They did. So we have, ladies and gentlemen, 3 draws among women's match. After first round, draw. After second round, draw. And after the third one, the same result. We've had the moments here, but finally the game ends in a draw. Switching to what's going on between Jan Groenendijk and Yuri Anikeev. Okay, from this moment, 13-18, we've had this move 37-32 with a small trap set by Jan. What was not possible? For example, such moves, 14-19, you have the possibility of sacrificing the 16 piece, 27-21 and capturing, so always you have some structures, then you have some possibilities of combinations. In this kind of position you have this structure, and also this helps Jan in some positions to use and develop maybe this opponent's 26. So the question is how it was developed. Of course, according to this combination, maybe even this plan was not a good one, 7 to 12. As attack is not possible because 17-22 gives the better position to black pieces. This is also maybe possible or not possible. According to computer possible, but very non-human move. The best one after playing 7-12 would be 38-33. And always after such move we have this combination, sacrificing 1, sacrificing 2, collecting 2, and this one is to be captured. If it moves away, we come with an attack and going to the king or winning the piece. That would be the problem. And without, ladies and gentlemen, having this move but playing something like that, just white pieces control much more space on the board. After that you play here or even there. What was the possibility? Trying to force a breakthrough, and oh, this is the best move, yeah. Once again we would have a position where Jan would have 2 pieces more and Yuri would be going to the king, like in the first game. So you replayed the best possible move in this position, which is this one, 17 to 21. And what is really nice about this position, after just such moves, you leave this structure of those 4 white pieces, because at any moment after such attack, there is just here capturing, making double exchange, and here white pieces get an advantage because they are controlling the important squares and space on the board, which would be translated to the chances of having the possibility of having the better position. Really interesting plan and really interesting position. Still, something can happen. So let's take a look about what happened in the game after 17-21. That was the move chosen by Jan Groenendijk, 38-33, and Yuri Anikeev answered with the computer best answer, 14-20. Of course, those grandmasters are great calculators. They calculate absolutely amazingly. And we have 4 moves to the time control. More pressure is on Jan Groenendijk, but he, in my opinion, has a bit more easy position to play. At this moment he must make still 4 moves to the time control, and he is having on his clock 3 minutes 15 seconds. 3 minutes 15 seconds on the clock of Jan Groenendijk. Ladies and gentlemen, he must make a decision of 4 next moves. But I would not name this as the pressure. I think that it is just his environment to play drafts. Here, computer says the best move was 35-30, maybe not allowing the black pieces to go to 24, but Jan plays 48-43. Okay, this probably is not an idea, because this plan of following to the attack would be the winning one for black. Because after that, yeah, of course, this plan wins according to this gap on 19. So this is not possible to play to 24. So from this point of view, it looks like 35-30. Not making this move was logical, because you give your opponent some chance to miscalculate and make some mistake. And after 48-43, now Yuri Anikeev is on the move, and I'm really curious about what he will choose. Is going 6-11 an option? You play here for 43-49, and there is a combination after this move, 36-41. So it's creating some limitations to your opponent's position. Here after this capture, you go to 19, your opponent goes forward, and you can just stop this piece from breaking through to the game, to the king, and then you have another one to go to the king to make the second one, and that way win the game. So that would be the winning combination, of course. In that case, some move like this would have to be made by Yuri Anikeev. Okay, so this 6-11 is not looking good right now. Probably something like waiting move we could see here. And then 43-49 still making the same threat. You must go to 13 to avoid it. And such positions. Still it's not clear. That would be in this variant the move number 44, and still one move more would be to be made by Jan Groenendijk till the time control. Okay, this position is not so clear. It's not so clear according to what we see on the left side of the board, on the long wing side from white pieces. Quite interesting. 2 minutes 45 seconds on Jan Groenendijk's clock. So Yuri Anikeev plays to 25 even faster, and then we have 43-49. Those are the made moves. Down to 11 minutes, soon 10 minutes. Jan is going Yuri Anikeev and plays 6-11. Okay, so everything probably is calculated here. Those moves 3-8, 3-9, of course, would be faced with this combination 36-31. Yuri Anikeev is not wanting to play this attack to 31, because after those exchanges I mentioned, the space will be controlled by white pieces. But now his plan is just simple. He wants to play 11-17 on the next move, maybe then put some pressure with this threat 26-31, because now whatever Jan plays, he must destroy the possibility of this combination 36-31. He just can't hold it. It's not possible, because he must make some move. If he could, he would just give the turn to his opponent. But that's the beauty of drafts. Sometimes the necessity of making the move is the problem. Samuel says that after 35-30, 13-18 was possible. Let me check which moment before this move. Here, or another variation. 18-22, you want this one? Okay. So just creating a breakthrough. Yeah, nice idea. Probably, just white pieces would not like to play that endgame, because there is no such an easy way to make a breakthrough. Of course, you have such problems with the loops, with possibility of catching the king, but then you would have great problems with making mistakes and giving your opponent an opportunity to win this game. Yeah, you are right, absolutely. So this 35-30 was not the logical move to make. Meanwhile, Jan is playing 39-34 and having 1 minute 59 minutes on the clock, so it looks like he is controlling the situation. And now at first glance it looks like this way of attacking maybe will be possible to continue. Okay, after this 35-30 you have the attack, you go further, you have this double exchange, and then you have attack 17-22. You go away to 21, you attack, and you are just sacrificing a piece. So it looks like Yuri Anikeev is going to win a piece temporarily, and here it will be a draw anyway. After forcing this line, there is a possibility of capturing the second piece for black. So better way would be just to attack here, and there is even a possibility of making this combination after this. That would be nice, because that would be an opposition to 4-2. No way where you play. You lose the game playing the black pieces. Nice, but of course that will not happen. But this position where white are having one piece less but more engaged position is very possible. And slowly I think we are getting to this point. So I think we'll see this move 26-31. But this will be the move number 45, and we will have the time control fulfilled. After Jan's move 35-30, now he's safe. He is having his additional 30 minutes on the clock. Everything looks safe for him. Who doesn't know, ladies just finished playing a draw, a third game in a draw in this match. And now we do expect the continuation from Yuri Anikeev, but everything shows that as well here we are going to have a draw, another third draw in a row in this match. So that would mean that after 6 games we would have 6 draws played. And most of you in the poll on the chat voted for 2 draws today. 55% people, 1 victory, 1 draw. 41% people out of 30 votes, and 2 victories, only 3% of your votes. So it looks like voting for 2 draws is the right scenario to predict. So despite the fact Jan Groenendijk is having added time already, he is just sitting, looking at the clock, looking at outside the board, and waiting for Yuri Anikeev's reply to what he is playing. Of course, Yuri can spend all the time right now on thinking, but he knows probably that such moves like 3-9 could make it easier for his opponent to break through. Maybe there is a possibility of such plan, like maybe this one. And okay, this one would come with some tempo problem, because this sacrifice would be necessary to play. But still, this without a piece is still a draw, because this one is controlling 2 pieces. So maybe easier ways are to be created. 8 minutes to the time control, but we must see the Yuri's move faster. In less than 7 minutes right now. I'll just prepare the... Okay, this title for short break is a good thing, because probably it's something that I'll do soon after the next move mate. And we have the answer from Anikeev, and it is 3-8. Not like I expected. Three to 8, ladies and gentlemen. And now both players have additional 30 minutes, and they will probably think some time, but according to what is analyzed on the board, what is the indicator of the engine saying to us, probably each variation, despite of the fact that Jan Groenendijk is going to lose a piece here, everything probably is leading to a draw. But waiting for this moment to come, I'll take a short break, as I'm sitting here for 3 hours, so I will see each other soon. I went for a break and there happened what expected. A draw. Like you can see in such position, after this 35-30 move and 3-8 from the side of Yuri Anikeev, the first variant goes as we expected. Those two moves were the possibility of B played here, and the exchange that made Yuri Anikeev 17-22 just leaves the one line. After this exchange, because move 12-17 was not possible, as after this move the black pieces are out of moves. The move 7-12 would be faced with this one, and 18-22 escape, 13-18 and then one piece sacrifice, second one going to the king. That would be the lost position, because this piece will be used by white in such an endgame. For example, here with attack you must escape, and then you lose with this 1-4-2. So this is something that that Yuri Anikeev of course couldn't allow to happen, and he decided to make another exchange and leave himself the possibility of going to 26-31, and this is forced. Something like that. Here you go to 28, you wait, and after such move you can go forward, you can push back your opponent, but both players already could calculate that it is going to a straight draw. For example, this way, after going here, sacrificing here, 1-1. Ladies and gentlemen, so here we have the full results of the third round of the World Championship matches. We have two draws. We have draw among the women and we have draw among the men. So it means the state of the match is 3-3 points. Both after 6 games we have 6 draw without the result. I hope another day will change those things, and tomorrow we see each other at 10 AM commenting and broadcasting live the round number 4 of the world title matches. Thank you very much for being here with us, with me and Ivan today, and I hope we'll see each other tomorrow as well. Take care, have a good Saturday, and see you tomorrow on Sunday on the next round of the championship. Bye bye.